Shalom, shalom, Shabbat, Adonai. Welcome to the Sixth Exodus program. Thank you for listening again. The name of this segment is called 400 Years of Lies. I want to say to my people and anyone who listens to these segments here on Sixth Exodus, it is our history. It's Hebrew history that we're in captivity. It's the Bible continuance. Everything that happens to us, it is recorded in heaven, and God Himself decide what will go in our Bible as it continues. But this is what I want the Lord to know and hear my voice. 400 years we have been oppressed and plundered, and our identity have been hidden from us, from our oppressors. And what is so grievous is that how our oppressors seduces us in the most miserable and the most sickening way. I'm sitting here today looking at these elections and how the people running for public office solicit people's votes, and they lie about our people. How can you be so heinous? Black people identity have been hidden for 400 years without an identity, and the leaders of this country know who we are, but they never told us. And those who share in the offices and as officers in Washington, D.C., all the way from senators to representatives, even in the White House, know our identity. And what is so disingenuous is that we hang their pictures, not we hang our pictures. Some people hang their pictures, and even in church buildings, hang their pictures in their homes and in church buildings about their seducers and their plunderers. How ignorant our people are. How ignorant that our very plunderers seduces us, even solicit our votes, and yet they plunder us. And they know that we are Hebrews. They know it for hundreds of years. Yet, and we run to the voting lines, voting for the very people who have been plundering us for 400 years and has been hiding our identity. And no one wants to talk about Hebrews and how black people are hidden and have been hidden for 400 years, all because they collaborate with the Jewish people and the Catholic Church all these years. That's why I pray every day, because only God has our identity. Only God can set us free. Only God can expose the enemy, because we have the knowledge. We know who we are. We know who our oppressors are. And we know the enemy, what he has done. We have been awakened, and we know what the devil has done, and we know what our forefathers have done. And we know what our oppressor continues to do to us every day. Yet we have no power, no strength to relieve ourselves from our oppressors, nor to vanquish those who reside within our country, lying constantly every day, and has collaborated with the whole world against us and against our people, as many as we are, as the suns, as the stars in the sky. How God has blessed us here in America, in Peru, and in Mexico, the Caribbean, South Africa, Angola, Libya, Nigeria, Pakistan, India, Iraq. We are scattered all over the world, but as many people as we are, we don't have means to even contact each other, to even relieve ourselves from this bondage and persecution. Only God can redeem us. Only God knows our identity. Only God knows our history. And only God can redeem us from this hell hole that we're in. So that's why we would pray, should pray, and must pray that we shall be pleasing in God's sight and that He will redeem us from our enemy who has been plundering us for over 400 years. And every time you should think about the Emancipation Proclamation, you should think about the demons who write such propaganda in paper to pretend that they are on our side, yet they plunder us for votes, for money, for everything that we have because we are Hebrews and our identity has been hidden from us. And we have no identity until God restores it back to us. This is the predicament we are in. And how can you be depressed? How can you be saddened by these things? How can you rejoice and hold your head up when you see all these evils done against your people continuously all day? What justice, what prevention, what counter prevention can be added to the lifting up of our people's head? From every church building, our people are seduced, liars in the church building. Even our senior citizens and elderly give their money to these greedy people who call themselves pastors and leaders and shepherds, prosperity preachers. From every side, we are being oppressed, not even by our own people, but by the government, even the people who sold us into slavery, our Arab slave traders. On every hand, we have been suppressed and our identity have been suppressed. How long will this happen? How long? How many years will this continue to happen? How many years will this continue to happen? Not days, not hours, not minutes, but years. How many years? For over 400 years, this has been going on. And most of our forefathers had no idea that they were Hebrews and they hide themselves under all these secret organizations, even even making our people hate their own people by even calling themselves Masons and all these secret organizations in the police departments hiding our identity. It is sickening. Oh, the sickness that I have. Oh, the sickness to see all these things and cannot do nothing about it. It's sickening, frustrating, and humiliating to see all these atrocities. One have no way of knowing to have mercy on these six bastards, or you want to kill them all because of the detriment that's been happening to black people for over 400 years. and you think that we are chosen people of God. Yeah, I read that in the Bible somewhere. It says that we're chosen people, but I don't feel chosen. Not when you have the enemy foot is on your neck and he's smiling and live better than you do. Live better, take vacations, cruise ships, and have all the luxuries in the world. And yet, we are God's chosen people. Okay, all right. Well, there it is, being plundered continuously every day. And yet, my people is going out to vote for our plunderers. How ignorant, how ignorant. It is written, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Well, it's the same old story again. Here we go. Voting for people who plunder us.